Hi, good morning to you. I'm Fairfield U meteorologist Ryan Assarian here with a briefing on Hurricane Ian as it approaches the continental United States. Right now, the center of the storm is about 25 miles in diameter, and you can see that eye wall there, just rotating bands of rainfall onto the state of Florida. We already know so far some places have already seen over a foot of rainfall today, and the storm has not yet made landfall. We expect that landfall to be within the next few hours, so approaching 1, 2 o'clock on Wednesday, and it will continue to push north-northeast across Florida as we go into Thursday and into Friday, crossing places like Tampa, Orlando, Daytona Beach. This will have significant impacts as it is expected to bring over 2 feet of storm surge. That's water from the ocean, the waves building and crashing onto the coastline on both the west and the east side of Florida. We're also expecting heavy winds. You can see that on our forecast model here. 155 miles an hour was observed wind gusts by the hurricane hunters at around 5 a.m. this morning, and that is 2 miles an hour short of a Cat 5 hurricane. When they fly through again, we're watching to see in that update if this does become a Cat 5 hurricane, and if it does, that will be the most significant hurricane that we've seen in the continental United States since Katrina. Rainfall accumulations, widespread, anywhere in this pink band here is at least a foot or more of rainfall, with some banding occurring. You could see 18 plus, and then we will see isolated places that see over 2 feet of rainfall. So on top of the dry conditions we've seen in Florida the last 2 years, soil's not great. That will really not do a good job of holding any water in. We've got the storm surge that will be pushing water that the rivers are pulling out, pushing it back on shore. So it's looking like this will be a completely devastating storm. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of time left for people to evacuate, and if they've been ordered to do so, again, roads are blocked already. So if you have family down there, send them a message that you love them. Hopefully they'll weather out the rest of the storm, that they have hurricane-proof home building materials, and they're at least a few feet above the ground level, as most homes have to be built right now, according to the National Weather Service. So we'll have more on how this is updating, what the images will look like tonight, as we see more of the tracking of the storm. Where is it heading, though? We do have the National Hurricane Center track. We're expecting, again, that landfall to be this afternoon. The center of the storm making its way up towards Orlando by this afternoon and into tomorrow morning as well, before it makes a departure out of the state of Florida. Somewhere along Daytona Beach is where we're expecting it overnight Thursday night and into Friday morning. But as you can see as we zoom out, this will stay a hurricane for quite a while, even if it reduces from a Cat 5 or a Cat 4. We're kind of at a Cat 4 3/4 at this point, as it goes back to a Cat 1, but then we'll see a tropical depression come back towards the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we could see mudslides there if this continues to hold together as a really impactful tropical depression, and that could impact our forecast here in New England as we go towards next week. I'll have more on the briefing as it makes a landfall this afternoon.